we're back here on a Wednesday on Radio Row here for Claves Online, also with KMOX here in LA, in beautiful LA. And we are joined, it wouldn't be Radio Row week without the super agent. He's Leigh Steinberg, and he joins us now. Leigh, how are you? It's so last year, did you go down to Tampa last year? Were you there for anything there? Right. Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I know Howard Balzer was. We were talking earlier. You remember, I've worked with Howard for all these years, and now he's in the desert in Arizona doing stuff. And he was telling me, we were talking about earlier, how he could finally go to your party this year after all these years. And he was talking about in year one that it was at your house.
Howard was one of the few people still working. And the very first one, now we have Sony Studios on Saturday, but this one was at my house in Berkeley. And the whole goal was to find alternative to the noisy, boozy, crowded, dark parties. And we have a brain health summit coming up with neurologists talking about the dangers of concussion. And we give humanitarian awards at the party, so it's the Super Bowl is a convention of Americana. It's big business, big politics, big sports, big entertainment, and somewhere in this there's a game.
Right. It's kind of an afterthought. It's, because we're here all week long and we're interviewing all of these people who aren't playing in the game on Sunday, and then at some point you do have to flip the switch. Who do you have? Do you have clients in the game this year?
We have a couple running backs with the Rams, Gerald Henderson and Jake Funk, but no Bengals. So I'll unabashedly be able to root for the Rams, my childhood team, without any conflict.
And I know you have a new crop of guys that are doing a bunch of virtual stuff on Friday. How does that change with the new NIL stuff that's going on in college? How has that changed your job at the professional level, or just how that works?
It's a revolution, really, in terms of players' compensation at the collegiate level, because all of a sudden, where before we would have probably in the sport of football not met someone until they were junior, now we're in a situation where if you don't, I just got distracted because I'm looking at Warren Moon's poster.
Is it John Kostakos was over here earlier, and he made all the posters and everything, and stopped by with some of these the book too. I mean, I was the whole time interviewing him. I was the same way you are right now. Just looking at that.
Troy Aikman was mine. Warren Moon was mine. I know he did a Kenny Easley. We worked closely with John. Is that his book?
Yeah, it's the book. I mean, yeah, it's some of the stuff in there. It's you'll just start. I mean, you just start sorting through it, and I was looking at it earlier. So I grew up. I was a kid in Chicago. During the Bulls, the 6 Bulls championships. I was a White Sox fan, and I'm just scrolling through that, like the late '90s of that, and I'm like, I've seen that poster, and it's just fascinating. Some of the stuff, and it takes you back the same way the look on your face right now was the look on my face half an hour ago.
It's interesting because I worked with the Kostakos so long ago, but at any rate, we
were talking the NILs. Yeah, we were talking about
NILs.
Yeah.
So here's the thing: it changes everything. It moves you have to be looking at star high school football players. And that's a new day. And it's spread much more rapidly than anyone thought it would. So it's been female athletes. It's been, 15 players with the first name Sam getting deals from Sam's Club.
Yeah.
It's been 15 players with the name Jack getting deal from Jack in the Box. It's been Phil Knight giving basically the whole University of Oregon. So it's been much broader, and but it commercializes and professionalizes athletes at a much younger age.
And as an agent, I imagine you have to figure out to make sure that that's something, that money's not going to go to those kids' head at a young age, and making sure they're going to stay financially responsible, because they're getting that money now as teenagers,
right,
instead of, in their 20s.
I think that the great fear in all this is that someone would be over publicized and over commercialized in advance of where their career would normally take them. So you would not like to see, remember when Baker Mayfield was on every commercial and he wasn't playing even or playing well? I mean, you've got to be careful about that.
Well, it was Spencer Rattler, the quarterback of Oklahoma, who had all of these deals because he was the Heisman favorite at the start of the year and ended up getting benched, transferring. And you see first year that it's available, and you see a top guy. Maybe it wasn't because of the money, who knows? But it starts off poorly in that situation.
You're right. And in the early days of Patrick Mahomes, we had him abstain from doing a whole lot of commercial opportunities. He wanted to prove to the team, the owner, the city, that he was serious about football.
Yeah. Well, Leigh, we appreciate you stopping by, taking the time throughout your busy week. I don't need to ask you who you got in the game. You already let us know. It's you're all in on
Rams.
Leigh, enjoy the rest of the week. Thank you so much for stopping by with us.
Oh, my pleasure.
At Western Illinois University, limits are meant to be pushed. Because the best change happens when people think in new and unexpected ways. At WIU, you'll experience a world where your presence matters, where your ideas take flight, and your determination opens the door to possibility. At WIU, we create a world that's brand new.